All right, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. My name's Enigma. I am a variety streamer. I'm on Twitch, Twitter, Kick, Rumble, and YouTube. I hope you are having a wonderful week so far. Happy Taco Tuesday to you. Sorry, I needed that. Thank you for everyone who joined me this morning and this afternoon for our completion of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. We've played through both of the remakes that are available now. Of course, we will play Final Fantasy VII Revelation when it comes out next year is my plan. For now, though, we are going to pick up, at least for now, we're going to pick up on, we're going to play Final Fantasy VII. Now, later this week, we're going to probably deviate into Borderlands 4 on Thursday afternoon for the new bounty pack, but I want to continue to, I want to play through this whole game so we can see and compare and contrast the differences between the original game and the remakes. Now, let's be completely fair and honest here. This is actually the Switch version of Final Fantasy VII. We're playing it on the Switch 2 for argument's sake. So there are going to be some small differences between this and the original FF7 on PlayStation, but being able to see it in high definition is a big deal. I will explain my feelings about things as we play it. I look at Final Fantasy VII as being fairly mid when it comes to the Final Fantasy series. I know there are people out there who feel differently than I do, and that's perfectly cool. But that they think this is the greatest game ever made, and that's fine. That being said, I've played through some of this in the past, but I have not played a whole ton of it. So of this particular version on the Switch. So when we go to save our game, we'll probably see a couple of save slots. But I have not completed this game in better part of probably 20 years at least. So, but I do remember most of the storyline spots of it. So on the way in, guys, do me a favor, smash that follow button, Twitch, Twitter, Kick, Rumble, subscription on YouTube would be great. If you're on Rumble, if you're on YouTube, smash that like button, go ahead and comment, share my stuff, help me get bigger and better so I can continue to get bigger and better for you guys and continue to bring you guys some really good content, which is what I'm trying to do every weekday. I'm here usually Monday through Friday, 9 to noon, 1 to 5. That's Central Standard Time. Just so happens that my girlfriend is out of town right now, Desi. There's Aerith, first character we see in Final Fantasy VII. Her character design is very similar to what it was, obviously, than that it is in the remake. But obviously, there's some minor changes there because of the time and all that. Now, yeah, my girlfriend Desi's out of town, so we're doing a bonus bourbon stream tonight. I got myself some bourbon right here. So. Now, let me go through and say this perfectly, like right off the bat. This blew our effing balls off when we first played the demo in 1996. The demo came in with a game called Tobal No. 1, which is a fighting game where the character designs were done by Akira Toriyama of Dragon Ball Z fame, the late great Akira Toriyama. The original demo came with this, and we used to joke online because this was like in the infancy of the interwebs becoming something. Oh, look, I got a free game with my Final Fantasy demo. Another thing you're going to notice right away is that all the backgrounds here are still images, and the characters, there's Biggs, Charlie Sheen, we saw him. That's Jessie right there, the gal, and there's Wedge, and there's Barrett, sucker! And there's our main character, Cloud. So, just says ex-soldier. Let's go over what I was just saying. The original version of this. It is bonus time, Alucard. Good to see you, bud. Thank you for coming in. This was this is Final Fantasy VII. Final Fantasy VI is my favorite game ever. We couldn't wait for 7, guys. I cannot tell you how badly we were like jonesing for 7. It was just going to be so good. And when we saw these graphics, guys, we were completely, like I said, it blew our balls off. We were so insanely excited for this. Could not wait. This does return to the old school Final Fantasy turn-based combat. So we have Cloud there with his Buster Sword. There are no special moves with the swords in this. The weapons and armor in this game are strictly based off of materia. It's the only game you ever pre-ordered. I pre-ordered it too. I think you got a t-shirt when you pre-ordered from EB Games. I might still have that t-shirt somewhere. Oh, yeah. People can attack whatever they want. I kind of attacked the trilogy the other day when I said that Final Fantasy is a brand in decline, because it is. And if it wasn't, they would actually be bringing out new games instead of re-releasing old games from the glory days, quite honestly. But let's go ahead and look at it. Let's just check out our stuff here, okay? So we have Cloud here with his Buster Sword. Notice we have nothing to do with materia yet, okay? His slot does have two materia slots, but we have nothing to do with that yet. There's going to be something to do with that later. From Toys R Us got no extras, unfortunately. Yeah, I think I got it from EB Games, and I got a T-shirt with it. So there's Wedge. I gotta get the buttons right here. That's one button. No, Wedge is not. They're not gonna talk to us. Okay, there's Charlie Sheen.
Wow, so you want to be a soldier, huh? Not like every day you find one in a group like Avalanche.
Soldier? Aren't they just the enemy? What's he doing with us in Avalanche?
He was in Soldier, Jesse. But he's quitting us with us now. That's right, Tiger Blood. I didn't catch your name.
That's because I didn't give it to you. The only name we're going to edit is going to be Ares. It's named to Aerith, but we'll worry about that when we get to it. Select. Let's do what accent should we do with Cloud? Let's just do New York. Cloud. My name's Cloud.
Cloud, huh?
I don't give a shit what your name is. I don't care what your names are. Once your job is over, I'm out of here.
What the hell y'all doing? I thought I told you never to move in a group. Our target's a North Mako reactor. We'll meet on the bridge in front of it. Ex-soldier, huh? I don't trust you.
And there's Barrett. It's Tiger Blood for certain. So once again, guys, the epicness of this game is probably wasted on you guys, because on folks who don't realize this, but this was so epic at the time to see this. Now like I was saying, the backgrounds are bitmaps, okay, or wallpapers. We can't really do anything the game won't let us do. You see how Cloud's kind of standing out? This is very similar. I pity that fool too. See how Cloud is kind of standing out on the back of the background? This is very similar to when, if you would watch an old like Tom and Jerry cartoon, that if Tom was going to pick up a baseball bat from the background, the baseball bat was always different colored from the rest of the background. It really stood out. The same thing here. These are wallpaper bitmaps that you see here that were now these are all rendered. The battle scenes were all rendered, but the bitmap, the backgrounds that we're running around on are basically wallpapers, and the characters like Cloud with his Popeye arms that we see is the only render running around. They did it to save time and everything. This being on CD was massive too. It was a very, very big deal. What's up for shit? Freaks, Stellar Blade. Yeah, only 50 signatures. Yeah, that's about right. This being on CD was a massive deal, okay? Because even though the soundtrack is massive, but it's still chiptune music. To be able to fit everything on these CDs so we could actually have all this would have taken, I want to say it was like 60 some odd Nintendo 64 cartridges, and there were a lot of butthurt Nintendo fans about this game, including the head of Nintendo at that point, Yamauchi, were very pissed off that Square had defected to Sony for this, and the main reason why they did was because of the CD format. That, and because Sony agreed to help Square publish games worldwide for the first year or so, first couple of years, so they could actually get their name out there. Similar to what they had with Nintendo, but Nintendo never put the marketing dollars or marketing stuff behind Square the same way that Sony did. This would not have fit on an N64 card. Exactly correct. There's no way. But random battles happen randomly when you're running around. Y'all see exactly what I'm saying when it comes to everything. There's Wedge over there waiting for us. Let's see. I'm tired of having the narrative driven by a small minority. It just drives me nuts to hear a small minority that, you know, we can't have this and we can't have that because it's just wrong. And it's like, why is it wrong? Because we can't let the chuds win, you know, that kind of crap. There's Wedge over there waiting for us.
I'll secure our escape passage. You concentrate on the mission, Cloud.
Biggs, Wedge, and Jesse, let's not get used to seeing them, unfortunately. Their role in the Final Fantasy remakes has been far larger than it's going to be here.
Geez, we're really gonna blow up this huge furnace up? This'll be something to see.
Yeah, it's all about control. It is all about control. It's not even about the message or anything. It's about what can we do to have control over the majority.
Yo, this your first time in the reactor?
No, after all, I did work for Shinra, you know.
The planet's full of micro energy. People here use it every day. Sucker, it's the lifeblood of the planet. Shinra keeps sucking the blood out with these weird machines.
I'm not here for election. Let's just do it.
All right, you come with me from now on.
So Barrett joins the party. I agree, Alucard, 100%. Hey, how much was that Alucard statue you posted last night? Because from the size of it, it looks like it's probably about $600 or $700. Agree, Grizzle. I'm glad that you said that because I am lucky enough. While I do own and I did stream the HD remasters, I do own the original copies of the game. Oh, you didn't look it up. From the size of it, from what I saw, it's probably going to be more north of 500. Would be what I'm saying because it looked really big.
Code deciphered.
Code deciphered. Well, I've got a bunch of statuettes over here, and I used to collect them when they were like 50, 60. I got a couple that are north of 100, but I used to get these things when they were cheaper, and now they are insane, and they're not nearly as big as that one. That one looked really, really big. So now Barrett's on our team. He does have he doesn't have magic equipped. Okay, well he'll talk to us about materia, I'm guessing. It does look awesome. Push that button over there.
Little by little, the reactors will drain all the life, and then that'll be that.
It's not my problem.
The planet's dying, Cloud.
The only thing I care about is finishing the job before security and the robo-cards come. So this is going to be another thing I can tell you guys, and I do know this as well. I bet it massive. It's worth a lot of money. Okay, this is based off of the PC port of Final Fantasy VII. After they did the port, this is actually a very funny piece of trivia. After the port of Final Fantasy VII came out on the PlayStation 1, it was ported to the PC, and it was published by a much larger publisher than Squaresoft was at the time, Eidos, because of Tomb Raider. Which is funny because Square would go on to buy Eidos 20 some odd years later, only to sell them. But you can tell this is the PC port because Cloud has a mouth. That mouth right there was... I remember when I first played it on PC, I was like, oh my god, Cloud's got a mouth. My understanding is that's worth a lot of money, and I gave it away to a friend. I wish I wouldn't have. The PC port of Final Fantasy VII. Now Barrett's on our team, so we'll have 2 people to fight now. So the limit meter there, limit breaks. There's one thing about this game that has an advantage over the remakes, and that is if you have a limit break, you can save it. So if I'm getting close to a boss, I might actually just kind of hold off on fighting with one character to hold on to that limit break so I can use it on the boss. You see how this is very kind of weird looking and kind of fuzzy? That's because it was not made for high definition. If they were to go back and remake, no, his first name was definitely Barrett, and Cloud's name was Cloud. I know there was a lot of people that tried to get to say his name was Claude, but it was never Claude. It was always Cloud, and his name was always Barrett. The only name change there was in Final Fantasy VII that I remember was Aerith to Ares, which they changed in Kingdom Hearts. But one disadvantage this game has over the others is the characters do not level up if you're not using them. Okay, it's just telling us what to do action skills. Yeah, Ares is not her real name, it's Aerith. They called her Ares, and I don't know why. It wasn't a space-saving thing, because you could change it and edit it. They just decided to change it, which was fixed in Kingdom Hearts due to my good friend, Jennifer Mukai. She's, as she told me when she had it done, she said, and I'm quoting here, "Fuck Ares, I hate it." So this is a save point. Make sure you save. This is not an autosave kind of game. Oh, with a translation error, I think it was a choice. They made a choice. Oh, we got jumped. Back attack. Oh, that's something else. Because this is Final Fantasy, this is an old school turn-based Final Fantasy. Rows are a thing. They do have rows in this game, so if you are in the back row, you take half damage, but you do half damage as well. Unless you are using a distance weapon like Barrett should not be stopped by that. Gotta restore materia. Now Barrett's probably gonna... Oh, can we do that? Can we do... No. Nothing yet.
When we blow this place up, ain't gonna be nothing more than a hunk of chunk. Cloud, you set the bomb.
Shouldn't you do it?
Just do it. I gotta watch to make sure you ain't pulled nothing.
Fine, I'll do it. Alright, so Cloud's having a little bit of a episode right here. Watch out, this isn't just a reactor.
What's wrong?
Huh?
What's wrong, Cloud? Hurry it up.
Yeah, sorry. He does have little episodes here and there, but it's not what you think, quite honestly. It's not nearly as well defined as it was in the remakes.
Heads up, here it comes.
Oh, Cloud does have magic. He doesn't have materia, but he has magic. Barrett does not have anything equipped, so we're alright. Alright, so Cloud's got his limit break up. Now he's gonna have, every character's gonna have different limit breaks they get, that you unlock as the game, as you use them within game. So keep that in mind as well. Alright, so his tail's gonna go up, and Cloud's gonna warn us not to attack. Barrett, be careful! Attack while its tail's up, and it's gonna counterattack with its laser. So if we just wait, because this is active time battle, eventually his tail will go down and we can attack like we were. There it goes, going back down. Now we can attack. Now Barrett's got a limit break up. Yeah, I missed. All I remember from Happily Ever. What we're talking about is Alucard just shared with me a tweet about Unhappily Ever After, which was a show on the WB where they were trying to compete with Married with Children, and basically it was the same show just with different things for the characters. And that's when Nikki Cox was smoking hot. She was smoking hot on that show. See, that boss wasn't anything. Oh, we got an assault gun.
Come on, Cloud, let's get out of here.
10 minutes of detonation, so we have 10 minutes. But, let's not forget, we got a better weapon for Barrett, the assault gun. So, weapons don't work. It was with from there? That's cool. Actually, let's... Gotta take my own advice and save. One of the writers, yeah, well, he just made a more offensive version of Married with Children than he did. He swapped around a lot of the things, like Nikki Cox was the hot chick, but she was also like really smart. Unlike Kelly Bundy, she was hot, but she was not the smartest. You all right? My leg got stuck. Thanks. So Jessie's not as flirty with Cloud in this. She's a little flirty, but her thing isn't nearly as... Biggs, Wedge, and Jessie aren't anywhere nearly as important of characters in this as they were in the remakes. And you notice Barrett's gun has changed. He doesn't have the Gatling anymore. He's got a better weapon. And the weapons in this game aren't like they are in 7, that when you get upgraded weapons, you get upgraded weapons. Nikki Cox was smoking in that. She's not aged particularly well. None of us really do, but back then she was wowzers. seeing what she was wearing on every episode was destination television for us teenagers in the 90s, let me tell you.
Let's go.
And I'm not making fun of her for not aging well. None of us do. I don't look... I haven't aged well myself, so I'm not going to sit here and poke fun at her. She was married to Jay Moore for a long time. I don't think they're married anymore, but I know she was married to Jay Moore. Lucky bastard.
Oh, deciphered. Let's go.
I don't even remember Top of the Heap. Was that with whoever? I mean, I don't even remember that show at all. So just like in the original game, that sector, we blew up the thing there.
That should keep the planet going at least a little longer. Yeah.
Okay, now everyone get back. Oh, I see. Matt LeBlanc was in it? Wow. Oh, Wedge burnt his ham.
All right, now let's get out of here. Rendezvous at Sector 8 Station. Split up and get on the train. Hey! It's out your money. Wait till we get back.
Didn't last a single season. Loveless. There's the play Loveless, which again doesn't really make much of a thing in this. Everyone's running around because of the explosion, and now Cloud meets Aerith. Excuse me? What happened? I can go, you better get out of here? Nothing. Hey, you better get out of here. Really? Oh, I don't know what's going on, but all right. Actually, I messed that up. Let's try that again. We'll do it again. Okay. I still don't even remember that at all. I do fully remember the basically, you know, Married with Children was Married with Children, and then they basically just did like a more offensive version of it, which is what Unhappily Ever After was. I'm lucky my camera works. I stepped on the cord and kind of bent the USB thing, so I'm kind of pissed off at myself for doing that. I'm very pissed off at myself for doing that. Oh, they're updating Rumble Creator Program on July 1st. I gotta have 75 unique chatters? I'm not gonna be able to make that. Oh, that's, you know, that's how it is with the, digital will always have a double edge to it. People don't get that. They don't understand that. The double edge is always going to be there for digital. The convenience comes at a price. You might not like, and you're not going to like the price when they tell it to you. They're updating the Rumble Creator Programs thing where you're going to have to qualify for it, you're going to have 500 watch hours, which is going to be, I mean, I've gotten that every month. That doesn't seem the problem. It's going to be the unique chatters. They're going from 20 to 75. And they're going to make shorts a requirement. Where's my email about this? I don't, I don't even make shorts. I'm just a streamer. Okay, now they're removing shorts from it. Now, I'm not monetized on YouTube. I don't know if I'll ever be monetized on YouTube. They did update the shorts. Shorts will still be not required. Okay, so we bought a flower from Aerith. And there's people running around. And remember, a reactor just blew up, so the reason why everyone's running around like crazy and things are going nuts is because they just watched the Sector 5 reactor blow up. They're gonna make it to where they're gonna drum out people is what they're gonna do. Are they gonna, I mean, if... I don't know if I'm gonna make it. I mean, as of right now, I have 49 unique chatters for the month. Now, I'm not saying it's impossible for me to get 75, but that's quite a big jump from 20. Yeah, I'm just wondering what the hell I'm gonna do. $500 watch hours is gonna be, I mean, right, and the watch hours, I was hoping to get to 600 this month, just because I've never had 600. I'm at 479 right now. So they're really gonna make it a lot harder for smaller creators.
Cloud never came. Cloud, do you think he was killed?
No, wait!
Cloud.
Say, you think Cloud's gonna stand and fight for Avalanche?
How the hell do I know? Do I look at mind reader? Y'all were such screw-ups.
Hey, Barrett, what about our money? Nothing, sorry.
They're all happy to see Cloud. Looks like I'm a little late.
Damn right you're late. I'm not waltzing in here making a big scene.
My voice actually hurts. It's no big scene, just what I always do. And that's a cuss word that they blurted out.
Having them where you like that. You don't give a damn about no one but yourself.
You worried about me?
What? That's coming out of your share, high shot. Wake up. We're moving out. Follow me.
Cloud, we'll do even better next time.
Careful, I'll shut this. Oh, Cloud, your face is pitch black. 50-foot waterfall after getting out of a moving ride? How the hell don't they seriously, don't they buckle those people into those rides? There you go. Say, thanks for coming to help me back there at the reactor. Get Splash Mountain of the waterfall. Yeah. And the ride responded, I'm sure. Oh, it reopened. Might have been goofing around for the camera. That's about the most bang for the buck we get with Jesse there, for the most part. Now Barrett's going to talk about the pizza. That's what he calls it, the metal pizza. You would think they would regulate. It's Disney. You'd think they would strap those kids in. No one lives in the slums because they want to. So these cinematic things were really, really important and really cool at the time of this, the release of this, especially video evidence. That's right. Well, I mean, technically, the parents should be better at watching their kids, but at the same time, I've been to amusement parks. Desi and I were at the Super Nintendo World last month, and damn if they didn't strap us into that freaking Yoshi ride, even though it never got above like a mile an hour. All right, Barrett's calling us over. He's yelling like crazy because I don't know why he's yelling, so people can hear him. I've never been to Disney, so I wouldn't know, but I know typically Disney is a company that is... They don't want any bad press. Tifa's gonna come out and say hi to everybody. So this is Seventh Heaven. Notice it doesn't say Seventh Heaven anywhere. Yeah, so once it's out on the internet. There's Marlene. This is Tifa's theme playing. Give it to Tifa. Now you score points with Tifa. But yeah, but it's on the internet, right? So will it ever really go away? So Tifa, as we have, it is forever. Tifa is Cloud's childhood friend, as we've discussed in the remakes here. She does care about Cloud, and she is much more a motherly figure to him, kind of in a way, where she's actually caring about him in this game than she was in the prior one, because in the prior one it's a little different. He's asking, is there any soldiers? No, I'm positive. So again, if you're not aware, soldier is in capital letters is a it's like a special ops branch of the Shinra military. So when he says soldier, and Cloud and Barrett don't like each other at this point. And Tifa's now asking to join. And Tifa has an anger issue herself. Yes, the soldier first class is which Cloud claims he was. Sorry. That's from Back to School. A little flashback here to where Cloud said he was going to join Soldier, and Tifa says, well, let's make a promise that if I ever need help, you'll be there for me. Cloud has very big feet. His start, I thought he was getting his start at Caddyshack. That was well before Back to School. Oh, RDJ, yeah. Yeah, that's about right. That back to school. I would say, well, he hit it. He was hitting it big in the '90s, and then he had his problems. He didn't really hit it really big until Iron Man. Iron Man was his like coming back party. Because again, he was really screwed. He screwed himself up big time. Yeah, he declined because of drugs. Oh, and I read wrong. You still got to do 20 shorts. It's just something else I'm gonna have to do, I guess. But if I don't get the chatters, it ain't gonna matter. 20 I mean, they changed the shorts requirements where you don't have to use Rumble Studio to do it. You can still make them, but it's just... Well, hopefully I get to... Well, I have the chatters for this month, but next month, I don't know. Eternal Darkness, I own that. That was a Silicon Knights game. Back before Dennis Dyack lost his damn mind. Sector 5 reactor? I thought we already did that one. Okay, so here's the materia breakthrough here, or walkthrough. I still have a copy of Eternal Darkness right up there. I know it's worth a lot of money now. Teaching us how to use materia. I know how to use it, but you guys don't. GameCube had a lot of really good games that were produced in small numbers. PN3 is another game that's worth some money. Any of the Resident Evil remasters, there are actually remasters on there. Those are worth money. The Zelda Collector's Editions, worth some money. Lost my mind. Yep, I have twin snakes as well. Alright, so notice that Marlene, the little girl in the first game whose kid, is going to be the one tending bar while Keith is gone. So let's go ahead and look at our materia thing here. So here's how materia works. Cloud has lightning and he has ice equipped. Okay? I'm going to swap that out with Restore. The reason why is because Cloud is the main character. Until we're able to actually get a part of the game where we're able to swap between people that we want when we want to, I am going to keep the Restore materia on Cloud because he is going to be, it's important. Okay? Lightning is going to be the weakness of most of the machines in the game. Traditionally in Final Fantasy, Bolt it makes robots and machines overheat. So we're going to take that and put ice in, and then I'm going to put on. Does Tifa not have? Okay, I was about to say, where's Tifa? I'm going to give ice to Tifa right now. She'll have ice equipped. Oop. And then material-wise on Barrett, I'm going to put... Do I not have any material left? Oh, lightning. Okay. I'll put Barrett when we get fire or something. I'll put it on Barrett. GameCube's got a big library of good stuff, though. And some of it's, if you have it, it's worth a lot of money. Alright, so we have iron bangles, assault gun Barrett's already got, we don't need that, but I'm gonna buy, ooh, this is 11. I'm gonna buy 3 iron bangles. Because they are better. Oh, that was materia. Let's grab that. The all is actually really handy for linked materia, okay? See how we have Barrett here with fire? If we equip him with all, that means we have the ability to cast fire on all enemies instead of just one. And it'll do the same thing with restore for ourselves. Right now I'm not as worried about the placement as I will be later. Burgers. Oh my god. No, that's too big of a burger. I can't eat that. Learn how to edit. That's all there is to it. Oh, he just shared a big-ass burger with me on Twitter. That thing is huge. Yeah, diabetes or a stroke or something. That is a huge ass burger. God, I'm dejected about this Rumble thing now. I felt so good about Rumble, and now they have made it to where it's going to be exceedingly difficult for me to stay on their creator program. It sucks. Definitely a heart attack, yes. Come on, Cloud, let's look. Advent Children is a fine movie if you are intimately familiar with the Final Fantasy VII lore. If you go watching it and you're not, it's going to be confusing as all hell. That being said, the fight scene there, the last 20 minutes of the fights are pretty damn awesome with the Bahamut Sin and Sephiroth. That's actually really cool, but it's confusing. I know I'm not reading anything in my voices, guys. It's just this Rumble news has me kind of pissed, quite honestly. But what can you do? I knew things were going too well. That's what happens when things go well. And here's the thing, Rumble, if you're listening, I definitely hope you are. The compensation is nice. I'm by no means poo-pooing the fact that you guys have paid me for the last couple of months to be on your program. I actually do really appreciate that. That being said, what you are asking for what you are paying, or what you paid me, is a lot. If I go through and have to make 20 freaking shorts and teach myself how to edit and all that, and you're going to give me $150, and I have to bust my ass to get 75 unique chatters and 500 watch hours, I am not happy about that. I'm totally not happy with that. It was nice to get compensated for streaming, but they're not looking for streaming now. They are looking for, because now they're making you learn how to edit and making you learn how to post shorts. It makes me think you need to have different tiers for people. That's the whole thing. There's Wedge. You could have different tiers for different things. If you have someone who is primarily a video uploader, then they should have different requirements to be part of your program than someone who does primarily live streams. To try to take somebody who does primarily live streams and try to make them a shorts editor is for what you pay is just not worth it. I totally forgot about Tifa's slot machine. I was just here. I'm doing everything the wrong way. Get some sleep, Grizzle. Thank you for being here, my friend. You take care, bud. I'll see you tomorrow. Hope so, anyway. Get some rest. That's 8:16. Tifa and Barrett level up. There's only one way left to go. It's this one. Now we're gonna go over here. So everybody from Avalanche is going. We had to be hired, but everybody else is going back. They're like, "Yeah, we're done. Let's just go." Got it down. I remember when the remake came out on PS4, FF7 remake. I put up a screenshot of this on my Facebook account and said, "Wow, the remake on Switch looks like shit." See, Cloud's having another episode now, just like he had in the other game. And now he's having a flashback to Nibelheim, Tifa, and Papa. And there's Sephiroth mentioned for the first time. Yeah, and the James Bond franchise. Well, Disney buying James Bond. That's freaking hilarious. I read they almost bought Twitter. I didn't read they almost bought James Bond. Disney buying James Bond. Let's turn James Bond into a girl brand. That's exactly what Disney would have done with James Bond. Judi Dench is now a Disney princess. Alright, so I'm going to save that limit break for Cloud. So we're going to defend here. We can save that limit break, and there is a boss here at the end, I believe, so. Pushy galore, Disney princess. Ah, pushy galore. Because Disney has shown they have no idea how to manage boy brands. They've never known how to, they still don't know how to this day. Because they had two of the biggest boy brands in the history of the world, and they've tried to turn them both into girl brands, and it has shot them in the proverbial foot to this day. Alright, it did a kidney transplant. Well, hope it was successful. No, that's good. He's feeling better then. Alright, we're gonna have a timing puzzle here coming up. Like this. Let's just go. Well, you don't just get over it, you know, you just don't wake up and do a kidney transplant, from a kidney transplant, that's true. here come the Shinra troops here. Yep, we're trapped. And there's the president of Shinra. Which, as we saw in the original game, he did not make a personal appearance here. And he acts like he knows who Cloud is here. Oh, you were the one who left. There's Sephiroth's second thing mentioned here. Boss fight time, Sierra Buster. We saw him in the remake. That's why I was saving the limit break, was for that very reason right there. And we're going to use Tifa's magic here. She's got the lightning materia for a reason. There was an international version. Did Stephen King hate that one too? Oh, one hit is all it took. Or not. No, I meant to cast, and I didn't. Oh well. Got time, we got it. Yep, Cloud is like, help out Tifa. This did happen in the game, we know this. We saw this when we played the remake. Is that Cloud falls from here. From the destruction of the reactor. The international release he just removed. It's a shorter version. Okay. I've never seen it. I've very rarely seen a director's cut that's shorter than the theatrical release. But I mean, here we are. For what I mean is for. Director's cuts traditionally are the cuts where they have to make cuts to shorten the runtime. One of the things, if you ever see in the movie Daredevil, the Ben Affleck and Jennifer Garner Daredevil, if you watch a theatrical cut of it, it's not that good. But if you watch the director's cut, it's actually a lot better because a lot of the stuff makes more sense. It flows cohesively. The things they cut from the theatrical release actually make the movie flow together. It's still not that great, but it's actually a movie at that point. Oh, look, we landed on the flower bed in the church with Aerith, just like we did earlier. And we are going to change her name. Of Daredevil, I do recommend it. There's a whole court case going on in the background of the theatrical cut you really don't hear a lot about. When you watch that motivates what's going on. When you watch the director's cut, you're like, oh, this makes so much more sense now why he's doing this. Oh, this makes so much more sense now. This is so good. So much, not so good. This is so much better. It is a better cut of Daredevil. Not that, again, it's not that it's a great movie, but it is much better than the theatrical cut because there's reasons for why they did things. Of course. Alright, this is the part where we have to be a little mean to Aerith here. So Aerith is going to say something here that is very profound. This is probably one of the most important things, one of the important lines in the entire game. She has a special materia. Mine is special. It's good for absolutely nothing. Hey, Dara, good to see you. Thank you for the raid, Dara. How you doing, my friend? Thank you for coming in. Appreciate it. Hope you had a good chat or a good stream. I'm sure it was a chat with somebody. How you doing, man? Welcome in, Raiders. I'm Enigma. I'm a variety streamer. Twitch, Twitter, Kick, Rumble, YouTube. I'm crashing out over the new Rumble things they're putting in. Hey there, Alaska Man Jeff. Thank you for coming in. Thank you so much. Thank you. I think it's okay. 7 is overrated. I've always said 7's overrated. 9 is a better game. Legend Dragoon, I'm on the fence about. I don't know if I'd say Legend Dragoon's better than 7. But yeah, everyone's got their own opinion. Everyone's allowed to have their own opinion. Opinions are not facts. Opinions are opinions. Everyone's allowed to have them. They might not be what you agree with, but it doesn't mean that they're wrong because they're not facts. They're opinions. And Cloud says it's good for nothing. You just don't know how to use it. And it's like, no, she really does. She knows exactly what it's used for. We all know it. Yeah, I mean, everyone's got their opinions. We don't know her name. And this is the only name I'm going to change. I'm curious. I heard someone say if you put default... Yeah, see, it comes back as Ares. Her name is Aerith. It's always been Aerith. I don't know why they changed it for the North American release. But her name is Aerith. And once again, my friend, I guess she is my friend and I love her. We don't talk as much because she lives in Japan now. But Jennifer Mukai has been a friend of mine for over 30 years. And she personally, I know, was responsible for changing Ares' name to Aerith in Kingdom Hearts. So that's, thank you, Jen, for doing that. Hi, Amanda. How you doing over there on Twitch? Thank you for coming in. Hope you're doing well. I just, Alucard, I just think people we have our own opinions. And that's Reno, everybody. Believe it or not, that's Reno back there from the Turks. We'll deal with him when we deal with him. And Aerith promises him a date to get her out of here. Doing great, Dad. Oh, you're your dad with Father's Day. Oh, a small dog. How's your dad doing? Don't forget, Raiders on Rumble, to hit that follow button. Share my stuff, please. Help me out with the new Rumble requirements we're about to have. It's really going to be harder for a smaller creator like myself to make my way in the world today. So whatever you can do, I'd really appreciate it. This month I'm doing all right, but next month we'll see. And Aerith's like, you'll ruin the flowers. Don't do it. And this is the if this is the reason, if you look at this part right here, about why Reno is not a horrible person. The Turks are not bad people. They are just people who do bad things. And there he is walking on the flowers. And he's going to tell him, don't walk on the flowers. Yeah, you're the one who stepped on him, Reno, you dick. Free food on the mountain? Oh, free food's always good. $37 for 4 dinners? That's a damn. That's hell. I need that. You never attack somebody over their opinion on something like that. No. If someone's being obtuse for the sake of being obtuse, that's one thing. But it's perfectly okay to like this game. This is the Babe Ruth of JRPGs. There would be very few. Do you want to know why we see every Persona game that comes out here? Do you know why they keep bringing out Tales games here? Why we see Japanese RPGs come out? This is it. This game set the standard. Now you're looking at it now and you're going, how the hell did it set the standard? It did set the standard. This game made more money its opening weekend that it came out than the G.I. Jane, the top grossing movie in the box office. And it was a big deal. Yes, the Turks were just following orders. This was the first Final Fantasy game that Amanda played. That's the way it is for a lot of people. A lot of people, this was their very first game that was Final Fantasy. No, I missed. Yeah. Now we gotta fight with Aerith. Yeah, I won't sit here and pretend like I agree with everything Charlie Kirk ever did or said, because I don't. But the point of the fact is that that's 100% true. People who can't handle opinions are the ones who do stuff that's just horrible. So how's everything else going, Amanda? How are you doing? How are things going? I mean, you said your dad's doing okay. That's good. No, this one. No, this crap. She'll be right back. New Starfight. Well, the new Starfight thing comes out the day after tomorrow, so I'm sure it's out there in a while. Yeah, well, that was the wrong one. I pushed that one the wrong way. Why would you put it out? I mean, Walmart, I'm dead serious. Your people shouldn't even be putting it out. You keep it behind the wrong. That is crazy why they would do that. You don't put it out for people to see unless you can buy it. So I guess I gotta learn how to edit this weekend, I suppose. Kind of aggravated about that. Yeah, it's exactly correct. You're not supposed to have it out yet. And I already pushed that barrel over. Yeah, that should have been the one I pushed earlier, and I pushed it wrong. I'm pushing the wrong barrel there. That's what I'm doing, can't you tell? You're just not supposed... If you have it, you're not supposed to show that it's out there. And believe me, they all have it. I remember taking home games when I worked for GameStop a week early. We would get them a week early sometimes. Hell, I remember when we would get our Black Friday ad, it was like Fort Knox. We were told to lock it in our frickin' console room or wherever, or lock it somewhere where no one else had access to, including our assistant managers and floor managers. Take it and put it somewhere where no one can see it, because they didn't want the deals getting out, even though Walmart and Target and Best Buy... okay, alright, I'm going to be completely frank with you guys, okay? This is what I'm always honest and frank with you guys, but here's how it works. Black Friday in the past has always worked the same way with AAA games. It's the same 6 games that are on sale everywhere. But one will have it, like Walmart will take, let's just say John Madden Football, right? Everyone's got it on sale for $40. But Walmart will have it for $35. And then you'll have Call of Duty. Everyone will have it on sale for $40, but Target will have it for $35. That's how it works. That's how they've always done it. Yeah, if you can't sell it, it shouldn't be on the floor. That's just all there is to it. You shouldn't, if that's retail 101. If you're advertising the game with a price sticker on it and you have it on the, it's one thing to have a coming soon box, which GameStop was really good at doing, has been really good at doing. But if you have it out there and you have it behind glass and you have it for, it looks like you have it for sale and you don't have it. Notice we didn't have to fight Reno there like we did in the remake. It says they scout possible soldier candidates. Really, what the Turks are is like a black ops organization underneath. They work for Heidegger, but the truth is that they're like SEAL Team 6. They're the guys you send in when you can't get anybody else, when you can't get folks to do it. You know, if no one else can get it done, send in the Turks. Wild Guns Reloaded. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. Hold. Okay. Hold. Did you just say that? You damn sure did. I don't need the keychain. But that's a great deal. Aerith's gonna be like, no, you shouldn't be doing that. Thank you for letting me know that, Alucard. Jeez, you're exactly correct. Although I should be spending less money now because apparently Rumble's knocking me off their creator program at the end of January or July, unless I make shorts and get 75 unique chatters. What the hell, dudes? Wow. Nothing. Okay, she's like, bodyguard. $18.99. I mean, I bought a couple of games today for $20 a pop. I didn't know that was there. I don't even need the keychain. I just want the damn game. Okay, so we escaped Reno and the Turks. Now remember, as I've been saying before, the Turks are not bad people. They are just people who get paid to do bad things. Towns of people get to do bad things. Again, they're like the Navy SEALs. You know, I had a kid who worked for me at one point, and his dad was a Navy SEAL. And his dad was a hell of a nice guy, very nice guy. But have you ever shaken somebody's hand, guy? This is a guy thing, men. Have you ever shaken somebody's hand, and you can just tell they're sizing you up? Like, can I take this son of a bitch? The answer is yes. I went through the stuff today on I went through the site, the Amazon site today. Now I didn't go through all the movies because Alucard and I are both big movie guys and television guys. But the truth is I guarantee you the Prime Day stuff they have right now is the same shit they're going to have on Black Friday and Cyber Monday. But it's the same 3 or 4 things, you know. It's the same stuff they had that they always have, and that they will. And I'm just waiting for better deal. I almost said gooder. Things that I want to. Oh, I forgot to equip that. I almost said gooder. Yeah, I went through the game section. I didn't see anything that I really. Besides that, damn, that's a great deal. I didn't see anything I really wanted. I bought a couple of games from Best Buy that were less than $20, and then now I just got that one. And I might have gotten another one. I don't remember. But it's. Don't think I did. But it's all the game stuff's different because they put different things on sale. And to be completely honest, guys, if you're looking for a time to buy Star Wars Outlaws on PlayStation 5, it's $15 on Amazon right now for the Prime Day. That's a freaking good deal. $15. That it's a shitty game, but that's not bad. But movies are completely different because you'll go on there and they'll always have Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit and Doctor Who. Doctor Who out the ass. They're gonna have Doctor Who on there, and Frasier and Barney Miller and all, not that they're bad shows. It's just it's always the same stuff. It's always the same stuff. So now I'm being asked, is Tifa our girlfriend? The answer is yes. Shorts. What the hell, dudes? For the bonus right now on Rumble, it's 30 shorts. Pee Wee Herman show on Blu-ray. Well, there's only a couple of it's not Pee Wee's Playhouse. It's only the Pee Wee Herman show. Needs to be $100. But it's only like an hour long, isn't it? So, Aerith's mom, adopted mom, is telling us to leave without her. Just like she did in the remake. Oh, you meant Playhouse. Okay. $33 for Pee Wee's Playhouse isn't bad. God, that's a blast from the past.
Make ice cream soup. Ha 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 ha.
Alright, so this is a flashback. Cloud's having a flashback. That's his mom. I know we can't tell. Cloud is not only having a flashback, he's kind of having a fake flashback. Or is he? Okay, so from here, we have something important to do. We have to be we cannot run. If we run, Aerith will hear it. And Elmira asked us, Aerith's mom, her adopted mom, asked us to leave without alerting her. Let's just go. Leave without her knowing. If we hit the run button, she hears it immediately and we have to go back to our room. So... $300 on... Ooh, in 4K. Hot damn. That means Amazon will have it on Black Friday for even cheaper. And just like the remake, we're going to show up over here, and guess who's waiting for us? It's Aerith. We cannot fool her. I put Materia on Aerith because she's with limited parts here. She's now a permanent part of your party for the most part. There's gonna be some times where she's no longer part of the party, but she's gonna be part of the party. And there's the Hell House. We fought that house in the remake. Here it is as a random encounter. Still depressed about that Rumble thing. I was really hoping Rumble would be a start for something, and maybe it still is, but that's a lot to go through. It saddens me. Because I mean, I'm dead serious. I've made more off of Rumble in the last 2 months than I've ever made off of Twitch, and I was hoping it was the start of something where I could do something, and not like it's life-changing money, because it's totally not life-changing money. It's not. But the $400 I made was nice, and I'll make a little bit more here, but by this month. But I don't like that they're changing everything without kind of just, oh, by the way, we know you've gotten used to things, but now you have to become an editor. Now you have to be able to get even more. Just sad. You know, you never rest on your laurels. I was never resting on my laurels. I never was. I wanted to grow. I've always thought about growing. It just sucks. Air's Healing Wind is a very good limit break, quite honestly. We're nowhere near a boss at this point, so just trying to get what we can get. There's the Hell House again. I get the feeling at some point we're going to lose Tom Cruise, and it'll be like he's 105 years old. It's like, really? He doesn't look like he looks younger than I do. Just gotta tweak him. Let's a tweet from Gary Sinise. Gary Sinise is a really good dude. Yeah, it's still too high. And if they put Excalibur at $20, I'll buy it on 4K. But $39 is too expensive. At this point, you might want to take a few minutes to in Final Fantasy VII to kind of grind a little bit and grab some levels up. Pretty important to make sure you do take time to level up. Ooh, Cloud's almost dead. That's gonna kill Cloud. Okay, that sucks. Yeah, I know. You're gonna cure yourself now, Aerith. If it goes down to $20, I'm interested. $20 I'll pay for, but I'm not gonna pay an exorbitant amount of money for a 4K movie, especially one that's 40 years old. And I'm sorry, Excalibur, as much as I like that movie, is a 40-year-old movie. Y'all got to make it. It's just too expensive. Now the Aerith's part of our party. Doesn't matter now. Let's just go to sleep. Because I haven't seen Excalibur in a while. I would love to watch it, but that's just too expensive. It's a 40-plus-year-old movie, guys, and that's just an insane amount of money to invest in something like that. It's these movie companies sometimes. Oh, if you die, obviously, you lose your limit break. So keep that in mind. $17 on Amazon. I own 304K. I'm sorry, in Blu-ray. For those who don't know, the last job that I had, I was making some pretty decent money, and I bought an 8K TV. I'm looking at an 8K TV right now that I'm playing. I would love to upgrade my entire library to 4K. The problem is that physical media has gotten expensive to the point where it's kind of nuts, and a lot of the 4K stuff they're asking way too much money for it. And there are movies I'm willing to pay that much money for. I just bought Tombstone. Hell, the Steelbook of Tombstone I just got this morning, and it's a great freaking movie. And I knew full well that when I ordered it, Desi, my girlfriend Desi, was like, "Hell, effing yes," because it's that good of a movie. But if I were to say I just spent $40 on Excalibur, she's gonna go, "WTF?" And I'm going to go, it's a good movie. It is. And it is a good movie. But there are movies that are worth it, and there are movies that are kind of niche. And Excalibur, as much as I love it, is a niche film. Yeah, I'm not willing to pay. Oh, you have the Steelbook. Oh, look at you. You have the Steelbook of it. I don't have the Steelbook of it. Most of my Steelbooks are MCU related. The Tombstone Steelbook is gorgeous. I got it today. I was like, it's a gorgeous thing. For those who have not seen Tombstone, you need to. The Tombstone, so it is gorgeous. Oh, okay, is that what we're doing today? Alright, let's kill it and get over with. The Tombstone is a effing amazing movie. A couple of months ago, see, we got another limit break there. So what we need to do is we have to equip the the cross slash. We'll have to use that from now on. It's a better limit break. After you trip the movie, I just opened it and activated the digital code. I now have it digitally in 4K. Which is kind of funny because last month, Desi and I went to Florida, and for a couple of days we spent time with her sister and brother-in-law, who were very, very wonderful. I have nothing but good things to say about them. They were very gracious hosts. Her brother-in-law actually had me call a friend of his, Arnold Schwarzenegger, which he thought was hilarious. That they believe me now, hear me later. It's alright, it's what we're doing now. You can't do this. Yeah, and he thought it was great. He was rolling in his chair as I was talking to him on his answering machine. But he ripped it. But I mean, Tombstone is so good. If it's not the best Val Kilmer performance that he's ever done, it's definitely in that conversation. He is so good in that movie, guys. I cannot stress this enough. There is not a the funny thing is that when I told Desi about it, and she went, "Oh, okay," about me getting the 4K of Tombstone, it's because if you find a day where Desi and I do not reference Tombstone at least once in something we say to each other, I'll call you a liar, because we do it all the time. I cannot tell you how many times we've said something like, she'll say, what are you making? And I'll go, I'm making this. And she'll go, well, how many? I'll say, I'm making 2 of them. And we'll both go at the same time. We'll look at each other and go, 1 for each of you. Anytime we say 2 of something, we always go 1 for each of you. And it's, or I'm your Huckleberry. And it's, God bless America. Tombstone is just a great movie. One of my, and Alucard's exactly right. It is, Val Kilmer is the scene stealer in that entire film. It's such a good movie. We do it. We do it all the time. We always reference Tombstone. And 1 for each of you is one that we do all the time. And I see this argument online all the time from people. They always ask, all I want's a gamer girlfriend that'll help me do this. Desi is not a gamer girlfriend. She does not play games. She does not. It has nothing to do with that. You know what it comes down to? Genuinely enjoying each other's company. That's what it comes down to. Desi and I genuinely make each other laugh all the time. My Life with Desi posts They might be a little dramatized, but they're pretty close to what we actually exchange about. And when she yells at me and calls me a dork, even though she says, I actually have never called you a whale's penis, is what her exact words that she says to me. And she's not. We still, it's still, those conversations do happen. It has nothing to do with what you have in common. It has everything to do with what you don't have in common and being able to live what you don't have in common. That is what it's all about. It's what it is. Desi and I make each other laugh. And as much as I love doing these bonus streams where I'm drinking and all that, you know what I miss right now? Is I miss sitting down here with Desi at this time of night and watching whatever we're going to watch. Because I genuinely enjoy spending time with her. It has nothing to do with what no, we're not going to play Final Fantasy together. We're not going to do anything like that. It's never in a million years. But we will sit down here and we will watch TV shows and we will make snide comments and we will make each other laugh. And I love spending time with her like that. I absolutely adore it, and I miss it right now. So y'all out there that are like, I want a gamer girlfriend. I want an anime girlfriend. Not as important. Not as important. It really isn't. Enjoying the company of who you're with is what's important. My ex-girlfriend that I had before Desi was everything I thought I wanted. She was into science fiction. She was a gamer. She was into all this stuff. And she was the most miserable person I've ever dated. Absolutely miserable. Nothing outside of a winning lottery ticket would have made her happy. And it's because she made mistakes in her life before I met her that she took out on everybody around her, including her son, which is one of the mistakes that she made. Not that having a kid is a mistake, but she had a kid at a very young age, and she blamed the father for it, and she blamed her son for it, and she took out a lot of aggression on him in front of me. And of course, I'm in no position to say anything about it. I can't say anything like, hey, maybe you want to take it easy on your kid. No, I can't do that. That's not my place. But it's like, Jesus, tap dancing Christ, can you not see what you're doing right now? I saw it. But, you know what? We're not together anymore, so it's none of my business. I don't know what she's doing right now, but I hope she's happy. That's all I really hope for. I hope everyone that I've ever been with, or I hope all of my friends, even my former friends, the ones that are not my friends anymore, I really hope everybody's happy. That's all I really want. But my point is that it comes down to everybody really kind of enjoying who they're with and enjoying the company of each other. Yeah, level up. That's what I'm trying to do, is get some levels up here, because we're going to need them. Leveling up is very important. The grind in Final Fantasy VII is important at certain parts of the game. This is something that that some folks probably don't know. They might know, they might not know. On the Super Nintendo, Square USA, Squaresoft USA, Square whatever USA, decided part of the problem with RPGs here in the West is that Americans, Westerners, didn't want the grind. That RPGs were intimidating because we didn't want to spend the time grinding levels. Give me a second here as I'm refilling a little bit. So on the Super Nintendo, Squaresoft, Debbie Harriet's 80. Wow, 80. She looks good. That's good. That's important. I hope I look good when I'm 80 years old, if I make it that far. But the whole thing with Square was they had apparently thought that there was too that the grind was too difficult for the Westerners. They thought it would be a problem. So they had a progression system in Final Fantasies 4 and 6. 2 and 3. 4 and 6, 2 and 3. $12. Oh, that's a good movie. They put a progression system that basically it was like if you're supposed to be level 25 at this point in the story, we're going to make you level 25. The game would progress with whatever level that you were. With 7, they took it away. They made it to where you needed to grind it a little bit, and it worked out. I mean, again, it worked out just fine. Americans, the Westerners, don't mind the grind. We just want to have fun while we're doing it. Getting some levels up here. Levels up, levels up, levels up, levels up. GameStop's next step. Not opening games. I have to take a quick little bio break. Give me 1 second to talk about that a la carte. I will be right back, and I'm going to poke holes in that shit all day long. Give me 1 second. I have things to say about that. Back, so we're going to talk about this. Whiskey, you're a good boy. Whiskey's a good boy. We're going to talk about this. GameStop, one of my favorite effing categories. Well, let's talk about the elephant in the room. Does GameStop open games to put them behind the counter and claim that they're still new? Yes, they do. They absolutely do. I did it because I was told to do it. I hated doing it. I couldn't stand it. But we still did it because we were told to do it. Number 2, does GameStop allow their employees to take games out of their inventory and play them even if they're brand new? Yes, they do. So there is a chance, a good chance, that if you go to your local GameStop 2 weeks after something comes out, okay? Let's just say, Star Fox is coming out on Friday, right? So Star Fox is coming out. 2 weeks from now, you're going to get your 3 weeks from now. You'll go into your local GameStop. They're going to have Star Fox on the shelf. I guarantee they're going to have it. Is there a chance that those games were that the open games were played? The answer is yes. They were probably played. You're not buying new games. You're buying games that the employees can check out. We call them checking out games. We called it renting in my store. But it was a checking out of a game. You would go and you would go, hey, I really want to play the new Star Fox. And the back of their book, which they used to have, I don't know if they still have the book, you would actually have a log of who rented, who took out what, on what day, and they had to return a couple days later. Is all it was. Like, you'd rent a game and you would bring it in. Now, part of it was because, once again, yes, your employees needed to be aware of how good or how bad Star Fox was going to be. Absolutely, I get that. And not everybody, especially with what GameStop pays their people, assholes, can afford to buy every brand new game that comes out. But that is exactly what would happen, is that we would go in and we would say, hey, I want to play the new Halo. Okay, you gonna buy it? Oh, I can't afford that shit, so let me rent it. Okay, you can rent it. And then you would go home and take a brand new copy of the game home and you would play it for a couple of days and bring it back or whatever, and then all of a sudden we'd put it back on the shelf and sell it to somebody who didn't know any better. 100% true. 100,000% true. So, just because you go into a GameStop and you're buying a game that says new on it, doesn't mean you're buying a new game. It means you're buying a game that was new when they got it, but it might have been rented once, maybe twice, for employees to actually play the game. So, when they asked you if the game was any good, they would say, oh yeah, especially that copy because I effing played it. Or no, don't buy that, I played it. Especially that copy. In case it's not clear, I don't like GameStop because I worked for them for a decade and they suck. And they've done more to hurt the gaming industry than they've done to help it. Yeah, lightly used. But you're paying premium price. You're paying brand new price for a lightly used game. And to be fair to GameStop, it makes complete sense. You want your employees to be completely aware of what they're playing. You want your employees to be they're selling. You want your employees to be schooled. It makes sense to have those things. Of course, but GameStop got silly with it because they started to try to regulate demos that were sent into the store. I remember this. They sent my Wii, my Nintendo Wii interactive unit. Nintendo sent me a copy of Mario Kart on the Wii to put into the Wii, a full copy of Mario Kart. And all of a sudden, I have a used copy of Mario Kart Wii in my store, and I'm going, I don't have a used copy of Mario Kart on Wii. Where did this come from? And it's because since Nintendo came in and put in a copy of the game, a demo in the demo unit, and they weren't going to take it back, GameStop counted that as part of the inventory for their used inventory. So it was expected that once we took the copy out to put somebody else in, we would still keep it and put it in used inventory. You think I'm kidding, and I'm not. I had a front row seat. I had a front row seat, and I suggested things. I wanted things to get better with GameStop. I made suggestions. I was the first one to call them out on things. Hey, what are you going to do if this happens? And I was told to shut the F up. And guess what? I was right. I was absolutely right, and I got it was the way that GameStop acts a lot like a lot of companies do now. A lot of these corporate companies, guys, where they think that any sort of discontent, anyone who voices anyone who's a voice of opposition to something is trying to be a troll, trying to be contrarian for the sake of being contrarian. And it's like, no, those are the most valuable people you have, because they're the ones who see things for what they really are, and they're the ones you need to listen to. Doesn't mean everything they say is right. Doesn't mean you have to listen to everything that they say. Doesn't mean that they are completely infallible with everything they say. But listen to what they're saying. They're not complaining because they want things to get worse. They're saying things because they want things to get better. Hey, you're not wrong, Alucard. I was the first one that I remember to come up with the whole thing that the Wii was going to run out of gas when I was there during the Wii shit, and I was the first one that I remember. And anyone ever say anything? What are we going to do when people stop buying the Wii? And GameStop DMs and district managers and regional directors acted like I had just pulled their dog in front of the street and just murdered it in front of them and their children. They were so upset that I would possibly... How could you say that, Enigma? How could you possibly say that the Wii is not going to sell in a year from now? It's like, because it's got to reach a saturation point, you idiots! They didn't want to listen. And guess what? Less than a year later, I was exactly right. They had no plan. If GameStop had their way, people would still be in the GameStops right now lining up for the Nintendo Wii console. I'm dead effing serious. That is how they operated. It's how they acted. And I told them, the Wii is not going to be... The Wii is not what you think it is. And I didn't want to... I was not that guy. I didn't want to be the guy who said, I told you so. I never wanted to be that guy. I was just like, what are we going to do when? And, of course, it was better off if I was nothing at that point and nobody gave a rat's ass. And it was just the absolute worst. Yeah, there's no end-all be-all of consoles, and the Wii was not either. But GameStop was riding on the Wii. They were riding. They thought the Wii was going to be it, and no one saw the forest from the trees, which was Nintendo grew the pie. To Nintendo's credit, guys, let me be completely honest here. Nintendo was trying to go toe-to-toe technologically with Sony and Microsoft, and they were losing. They were losing big time. I don't blame them for what they did. They saw what they were doing, and they realized that it was not going to be sustainable. The Nintendo GameCube, as much as a beloved console it is, myself included, it was not a console seller for Nintendo. It absolutely was not. That being said, Nintendo realized the only way they're going to get anywhere, the only way they were going to get anywhere in the gaming market more than they had, was to grow the pie, which was not just to try to wrestle market share away from Sony or Microsoft, but to grow the pie, to make the pie bigger, to carve out their own slices that were not there. That is Nintendo's credit all day long. They grew the pie. What the retailers didn't get, in particular GameStop in particular, mostly GameStop didn't get, is that the pie was being grown to people that were not gamers and did not give a rat's ass where they bought a game from. Gaming is very much has been a loyalty kind of thing, where you'll have people that will wait and go to a specific store they used to because they like the people that work there, i.e. GameStop EB Games. I know I can go to Walmart right now and pick up my copy of Call of Duty, but I'm going to wait and pick it up from Enigma at the GameStop because I like Enigma and I support Enigma and he's a good dude. So I can wait a couple of hours and pick it up from him. That's not a big deal. That's how gaming used to be. Until GameStop turned it into a business. When it was just gamers talking to gamers, gamers wanted to support gamers. They didn't really want to think about Walmart was the enemy, Target was the enemy. They didn't like that. And then GameStop went business. And when GameStop went business, all gloves were off. Why bother buying it from GameStop when I can buy it from Walmart, I can buy it from Target, I can buy it from Amazon, I can buy it from Best Buy? If everything's business, if everybody's the same, why bother supporting the people that I like? And I'm sorry, guys, that's exactly what it was. The one thing I've always loved about the gaming community, at least to a point, until here recently, is that we all supported each other in some way or another. Even if we don't like each other politically or whatever. I mean, if you're straight, gay, whatever, the whole point is that gaming has always been this thing where it's like, you know what, I might not agree with how this person thinks, but hell if they're gonna F with my Call of Duty, and that's the way it has been until here probably the last 10 years. And when GameStop went totally corporate, when they went totally business, it screwed them over. It absolutely screwed them over. And they didn't see it. Despite the fact that I saw it, despite the fact that many people saw it, they didn't see it that way. And GameStop is still suffering from their delusion right now. I do remember grinding to this point, grinding up here in this area. Oh, and you're right, Alec. They did what they had to do, but at the same time, business... Okay, I got an MBA in business. I have a master's degree in business, guys. Here's the secret to business. Business is never about what you've made. It's about what you could have made, which is a detriment and also a curse. It's a curse to a point, but it's also a idea to where you go, yeah, we really wanted the Wii to continue selling, but what do you do when the Wii stops selling? And they had no plan. GameStop had no plan. No plan. None. And DEI is definitely a reason why gaming is in where it is, absolutely. Not the only reason. There's other reasons too. But the thing is that when you have a focus on DEI, the way that there's been a focus in entertainment over the last 10 years, and then you go God of War with a chick, then people are going to look at it and go, hey, wait a minute. Why does God of War need a chick? And it's probably going to be a fine game. I'm not saying the game's not going to be good or whatever. But when you have this mentality of this, and then you turn around and everything is you know... It's just a problem. The way that they're doing things is a problem, and they can act like all day long everything's happy, but and great, and it's not going to be. You think it's the main reason why? I don't know if it's the main reason why. I think quality has gone down too. I think quality is is the main reason. Giving you less for more. I mean, I've been playing Borderlands 4, and I like Borderlands 4. But Borderlands has followed the same pattern as far as diversity since its inception. It has nothing to do with DEI with Borderlands. It has everything to do with quality. They're giving you less game for more. I bought the Super Deluxe Edition when it came out from Borderlands 4. And so far, I've been pretty effing underwhelmed compared to what Borderlands 3 offered for the same price. Just saying. Yeah, there are definitely DEI reasons, but that's true too. You're not wrong. I'm just saying that it's happening at the. It's a rainfall kind of thing where when you're listening to it and you see things, you're like, oh my god, it's starring a chick now. Okay, whatever. And then you look at the quality and you go, okay, let me put it like this. Whenever something's being shoved down your throat, and Borderlands is not displayed. This is not Borderlands at all. But whenever there's diversity being shoved down your throat, DEI is being shoved down your throat, you're like, you know what? I really love Wolverine, but hey, what is this shit? Oh, that was wrong. What is this shit? People are going to be much more critical of something when something's being shoved down their throat versus if you just brought it out and they didn't have the bullshit that comes along with it. Does that make sense? AI might be involved with Final Fantasy remakes. DEI has nothing to do with it. They have not changed any of the characters from Final Fantasy VII. There's no DEI in Final Fantasy VII. Maybe I've not been paying attention to as much of the translations, but localizations. But I don't think the remakes have been DEI. Am I wrong? I mean, am I wrong? I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. I'll be wrong again. But I wouldn't say. I mean, all the characters in Final Fantasy VII are the same. They've included new characters. Cissnei, for instance, from the Crisis Core, but she was in Crisis Core. That's not DEI. She was there before. And oh, by the way, guys, the Japanese love their chicks. So I mean, they have a lot of chick characters. Sorry, at least they're hot. Now, if they race swap Cloud to be black, I could see where they're coming from, but they've not. They've not done any race swapping in the games at all. And I'm asking because I'm curious. I'm not saying anyone's wrong because I've not seen. I've played through both of the remakes. I've played through Final Fantasy VII many times. I've played through the remakes at least twice now. I'm dead serious. I don't see anything DEI in any of that shit. But maybe that's just me. And I'm okay with being corrected if I'm wrong. I always am. I want to know things that I don't know. I'm dead serious when I ask these questions. I'm curious because I don't know. And it just comes down to a point where I wonder about some of this stuff because I'm a huge Final Fantasy fan. I always have been since I got guys for Final Fantasy. That's how big of a fan I am. When they announced the first one was coming out, I had played Dragon Warrior / Dragon Quest, and I loved it. And then they have Final Fantasy coming out, and it was published by, I believe it was published by Nintendo. I know Nintendo did a lot of marketing for it, so I'm assuming it was published by Nintendo. There was a lot of stuff from Nintendo about it, including their player's guide, which when the Nintendo Power used to come out, it was a bi-monthly magazine. Every 2 months you would get one. Well, before they turned it into a monthly magazine, they would release every other month a strategy guide. So you would get an episode of Nintendo Power, an issue of Nintendo Power, and then the next month you get a strategy guide that they had written. I got a free copy that I still have without the cover because I took it everywhere with me in my book bag and everywhere, and I read it from cover to cover many times of the Final Fantasy Nintendo Power strategy guide. And I've always been a huge fan of it since. I mean, hell, I absolutely love Final Fantasy. That being said, the game series has not been the same since 10, basically. You had Final Fantasy X came out, and okay, a brief history lesson. Let's go ahead and go over the history lesson here, okay? The father of Final Fantasy is a gentleman by the name of Hironobu Sakaguchi, and there are people online that if you mention his name right now, if you go on Twitter and you say, if you go on Final Fantasy Twitter and say the Gooch, Hironobu, the mustache, the man, Hironobu Sakaguchi, they will automatically turn their nose up. They will automatically act like, well, you're just a purist, you're just this, you're just that. Yeah, because Square was on the verge of bankruptcy before the Gooch. They put Square basically put a lot of things that SquareSoft had a lot of the rest of the resources they had before declaring bankruptcy, before going out of business, into one game. And Sakaguchi he said, I'm much more of a storyteller than I am anything, so he made Final Fantasy, the original Final Fantasy. And it saved the effing company. It saved the company. You hear that? It saved the effing company. So, if it wasn't for Hironobu Sakaguchi, there would be no Kingdom Hearts. There would be no whatever you're playing now from Square. There would be no Final Fantasy 16. There would be, again, no Kingdom Hearts, nothing. There would be nothing. It would be gone. But Sakaguchi's there, and he saved the company. And he basically he's the papa of Final Fantasy, and he was the producer / director for the next 20 some odd years, and the next thing we know, Square decides they're gonna make a movie. Final Fantasy Spirits Within, which I do not think is a horrible movie. For a reason I'll get into in a second. But they brought it out, they put a lot of money behind it, they spent a lot of money into a brand new warehouse. SquareSoft thought they were going to become the next major player in CGI movies. Didn't help that Shrek came out a couple months before, but hey, whatever. But they brought out the Spirits Within, didn't make as much money as they wanted to make it. It lost money, so in Japanese culture, Japanese business, the Japanese are about samurai, right? Samurai. If you do not produce for your organization, you are expected to commit seppuku. You're expected to basically take your own professional life at that point. 10. Wait, censored. Oh, I have to. Okay, here. That's way. Oh shit! Hold on. The funny thing is about this Rumble thing, we're gonna see what's gonna happen because right now it's great, but we'll see what happens in a month. If you get a 10 out of 10, a censored Disney multiverse cringe fest flop that has one irreparable damage, one of the greatest movies yet. FF7 remake trilogy. I don't agree with that at all. I don't. They took the FF7 remakes, at least to this point, took what FF7 did and they emphasized the points that didn't make sense for Western gamers to make it more palatable and make it a much better thing. There are things about 7 I think are better. There are things about the remakes I think are better. No, see, again, that's not even what it comes down to. It's just the 7 remake. The 7 remakes did one thing very well to this point, and it has been they have taken what's there and they have made it much more. Yeah, Raiden, I'm playing the remake. The original. I played through the remakes. Now I'm playing what I grew up with. But I was a young adult when this came out. Ooh, that was wrong. I hit the wrong limit. Yeah. It's just. No, it's wrong. First of all, let's embrace the one important thing, and this is why I don't like to give perfect scores to anything. There's no such thing as perfect. Perfect exists in your mind and my mind. What's the perfect meal? What's the perfect mate? What's the perfect pet? Everyone's vision of perfect is different, right? Let's just think about perfect mate, right? I might say my perfect mate's a redhead. You might say your perfect mate is a brunette. It doesn't matter. The thing is that it's all opinion based. Perfection is fact based, and so when you're dealing with stuff like that, it just doesn't work. You have one explanation as to why this is a good remake. It is a good remake. To all you. Yeah, and to make a personal attacks, because personal attacks never work. Never take personal attacks. No, it's not. I like 7. I like the remake. It's okay to like both of them. It absolutely is. There's nothing wrong with liking. Guys, I cannot tell you. This was my most anticipated game I had ever played. I was so excited to play this game. I cannot tell you. Now, it disappointed me, but yeah. So don't forget, guys, for those of you who are new here or not here, Rumble's about to interrupt my very small revenue stream with their new requirements. So if you're on either platform, if you're on Rumble, please just send me a chat. If you're not on Rumble, help me get to monetization status on YouTube. I'd appreciate that so much. I really would. Diversify your portfolio is the whole point. Oh, okay, I have to read what you're saying. Hold the phone here, a la carte. I thought FFC OG fans would buy it no matter how bad it was. It's not bad. No, it's the thing is, it's not bad because guys, this game has a very flawed localization. Final Fantasy VII OG is a very flawed localization, and something that they did very well, they've done so far in the remakes, is they're trying to show the confusion about Cloud, which was very not well done. If you're playing this, if you play the remakes right now and you go back and play this, you go, oh, this, okay, I get it. If you play this for the first time and you play the remakes, you're like, oh, okay. The remakes did not make Cloud's intentions as clear as they should have? These are not bad games. The remakes aren't bad, this isn't bad. You're allowed to like both games, guys. You really are. If you want to argue about which one's better, then knock yourself out. You can argue which one's better all day long. I don't like to argue about which one's better. I like to argue about the fact that, hey, we have these games. We have things to really hang our hat on. We have things to... I am overjoyed we get to see different perspectives of this. Here we are. This is the Gooch. The Gooch approved this. At least the Japanese version. They did change Nine's death scene, I believe. The guns shooting his arm is in this version. It wasn't in the remakes. That part's true. I'm not saying all the changes are great. I'm not. Of course, I would never say that. But there are certain aspects of the original, of the remakes that are better. We're going to see through this game, guys, that Cloud's memory is not the best in this, and then all they chalk it up to is, oh, he just has a bad memory. We're going to see more than that in the next game, I think, where it's going to be like, oh, this is why his memory was bad. Oh, I didn't even do that. But people don't like that the remakes make it seem like a remake is just a mindless cash grab. Everything's on my... Okay, first of all, Raiden, everything is a cash grab. Let's just get this out of the way right now. Everything is a cash grab. Everything is a cash grab. Get it out of your head that nothing is a cash grab when you're dealing with billion-dollar corporations. Everything is a cash grab. They might dress it up in a nice frilly dress with lipstick and everything to make you feel like they're doing this new thing. Everything is a cash grab. So let's just completely get rid of that cash grab thing all day long, because everything is a cash grab. Everything with billion-dollar corporations, trillion-dollar yen corporations are a cash grab. Everything is. Well, why don't... Okay, well, here's the whole thing. Here we go. If everything's not a cash grab, the whole thing about just remaking games that underperformed should not be there. Why didn't they remake Final Fantasy VIII instead of 7? Because there are a lot more people who hate 8 than hate 7. I'm just saying. It's because 7 needed some padding. The 7 remake, this localization has plot holes. It absolutely has plot holes. They're cashing in on what's there and saying we can make it better. And in some cases they have. But why don't they do 8? They could do 8 a lot better because 8's got huge plot holes. Well, a la carte, technically this is a visually upgraded version of Final Fantasy VII. I'm saying that because we do have high definition polygons here. And yes, I am leveling up here, so sorry if it's like I'm not like moving on. I'm just trying to level up. But yes, everything you get, if Capcom right now were to say, we're going to remake Mega Man 1, it's because it's a cash grab. It's absolutely a freaking cash grab. It absolutely is. I love Mega Man 1, and I might be the first one in line to get the damn thing. But it's a cash grab. Everything in gaming is a cash grab. Stop looking at gaming as something that is this, like, pro bono kind of thing. It's not. It's a business. Gaming is a business. They might get into it because they love gaming, but they keep doing it because it puts clothes on their back, food on their table, and a roof over their heads. That's why they do it, at least in certain parts of the world. In this part of the world, they do it because they're trying to make a difference and they're trying to do things to change whatever, but in Japan, it's completely different. We gotta make money. What are we gonna do? Let's remake Final Fantasy VII. I like both versions too. There are reasons to like both versions. I like the battle system far better in this one than I like in the old one, and the new one. I know you were quoting that guy, Alucard. I do. No. Yes, I am power leveling. Sorry. And there's nothing wrong with enjoying both versions. But when they say now, I've seen this question a lot, what should they remake next? My answer is nothing. I don't want them to remake anything. I want to see Final Fantasy 17. Notice we've not seen a peep. I have farted more times. By far, I have farted more Final Fantasy 17 than there's been mentions of Final Fantasy 17. Why is that? Why is there no mention of Final Fantasy 17? And it's because Square is not confident in the brand. They're not confident in the future of the brand. They're confident in the past of the brand because they know what the past of the brand has done. But there's no future of the brand. That's why you keep seeing things like they want to remove numbers from the future iterations and all that. You don't get to remove numbers from it. Make a compatible game. Make a great game. That's all you gotta do. You make a great game and you're good. That's all it is to it. But they don't have any confidence in themselves to do it. And it comes down to the same thing I've been talking about with business, my MBA self. I, myself, have a Master's in Business Associate, an MBA, Master's in Business Association. I have paid a lot of money for that, which I shouldn't have paid for. I should not have done. But every class I've ever taken told me that companies want to mentor you. They want to groom. I hate the word groom is bad right now. I know, but they want to mentor you. They want to make you better for their company. And that's not what's happening right now. It is not. It's the exact antithesis of that. Is that these companies want to bring you in and sit you in front of a computer or sit you in front of a phone and have you do exactly the training you do because they want to train you because there's that off chance you might leave and go to work for a competitor. I think that's the reason to use that, now that I'm thinking about it. Is there a way to get into FFOG? I tried playing it myself, couldn't use the graphics. It is all graphics, dude. If you... I've said this a million times, man. I really mean this. The original OG polygonal graphics do not age well. So if you go back and try to play Final Fantasy VII, you go back and try to play Metal Gear Solid, you go back and try to play Ocarina of Time before any of the remakes and all things like that, you kind of have to get used to the graphics. The graphics are not great. I equate it the same way as I do the Atari 2600 to folks who were the NES and SNES fans. Atari 2600 26 graphics are not great, and they make things very obtuse to try to get used to. So I understand. I completely understand. I really do. It's not impossible, but what I'm saying is that you just have to regulate yourself to realize it's different. And this is a different time. These were cutting-edge graphics, guys, back in 1997. I am dead serious. Square spared no expense to make these games. These were cutting-edge graphics in 1997. They really were. Hell, in the first demo of this game, they had the Leviathan. On Tobal No. 1 demo, they had the summon of a Leviathan. And I think came out, I was like, oh my god, I was insane. This is insane. But yeah, it's for all the folks out there that have these romantic kind of ideas about like the N64. The N64 is much better than this. You just kind of have to realize you have to put yourself in those areas, you know. Hell, I see Cybertrucks out on the road today, and folks are like Cybertruck, and I go, yeah, I did the Cybertruck when it was called Virtua Racing on the Sega 32X. I'm not being funny. I'm being 100% serious about that. Well, it's Aerith, so I don't really care. The whole point is that graphics aren't everything, and they never are. If graphics were, I mean, you would never experience. I mean, one of the best, and I'm dead serious when I say this, one of the best Atari 2600 games is Yar's Revenge. And if you look at it now, Yar's Revenge looks like ass. But if you play it, you understand the nuances of it, and you're like, oh, I get it. Okay, I already get it. This is how this game works. Let's just save because I know the kind of guy that I am. Because we're going to play this tomorrow, but Thursday afternoon we're going to do the Borderlands expansion. And I am leveling here because we need the levels. The game does kind of auto-level itself to my memory. But later on it's going to get different, where we have to level up everybody individually. So if you're not a fan of Yuffie, once we get Yuffie, we still have to use her, because otherwise she won't level. But you really have to get into you have to understand the graphics. That's the whole thing, is that graphic fidelity is not the most important thing when it comes to a game. It's just not. Because I'll tell you guys, I own 4 arcade machines in my house right now. Pac-Man, Ninja Turtles, The Simpsons, Marvel vs. Capcom, and they're all arcades. They're one-up arcades, so there's other games on them. But if I had another game that I would want, and I've said this to my girlfriend Desi Dish, it would be NBA Jam. I would love to have an NBA Jam arcade game. And she's like, NBA Jam? It's like, yeah. And she goes, but you don't like basketball. It's like, yeah, but you have to understand, NBA Jam is really good. It has nothing to do with what you like. It has nothing to do with the graphics. It has nothing to do with anything. It's just it's a fun game. So if you build it and you make it good, it will come. But there are more important things than graphic fidelity. I'm just saying. I gotta see what you're saying here. I said it's done. It is done. The Steam machine will do well for who is there. It'll do well for the audience you already have. But it's too expensive. If the Steam machine, I'm dead serious, if the Steam machine were $500 or $600, I think they'd be in like Flint. I'm dead serious. If they were there, they would make a lot of money off of their stuff. But when they make it as expensive as it is, you can still buy a PlayStation 5, you can buy an Xbox Series 8, you can buy a Switch 2 for less money and have physical copies of some things. Even if they don't understand key cards, which is about to be a rude awakening to a lot of these people. Oh, I hit the wrong thing there. Damn. But I think that's something that it kills at this point. I'm looking at my Rumble stats and going, I don't care. I'm because what they're putting on us, I'm kind of upset about it. I'm very upset about it. Hey, nice to see you there, Jeff. No one cares, quite honestly. And good for you. You know words. That's a great thing to do. I can't even see what am I doing here? This is not even what I wanted. No controller for $1,000. I mean, good lord. Oh, he's already banned in some places. And no one can see his shit here, so that's even better. Oh god, okay, I'll heal. I've said it before, I'll say it again, and I 100% mean this, guys, and I'm not passing judgment on anybody. The Steam machine is selling to the audience they already have. The people that are there, the whole thing about Steam, quite frankly, and I'm not insulting Steam whatsoever or Valve at all. The whole thing is that their audience, who they're selling to right now, is the audience they already have. I'm so glad this guy cannot post. That's so good. Because he said some really bad shit on YouTube. Yeah, the master race will buy it, and you know what? I'm not against. I am because of principle, but. But if I had my ability and pricing to buy a Steam box, I would. But our Steam machine. But it's not feasible, and there's no physical media. So why would I do it? I have no reason to support Valve. I have no reason. None. I already have a Steam. I have a Steam Deck, and you know how many? I don't use it at all. But the Master Race, exactly true, will support it no matter what. They will. The Master Race will be there and go, hell effing yes, as long as Gabe Newell is there to release whatever his relievings are. I'm going to be there to lap it up. That's what they do. And that's not new. That happened when I was working GameStop as well. Oh, I didn't see this. Doesn't matter. Aerith doesn't matter. They make it seem like she matters, and spoiler alert, she's not gonna matter here. The end of the second disc is not gonna matter. Alucard's exactly right. The PC Master Race will buy anything Gabe Newell says. And I don't hate Gabe Newell. This is not a hatred for him. The dude has made himself a lot of money, and I would not pretend for 1 second that I am not that guy. That if I were to do this, I would do the exact same thing. Gabe Newell is a brilliant man who has done everything in his power to be business and at the same time gamer friendly. At the same time, he is brilliant. If Gabe Newell worked for Nintendo or Sony or Microsoft, I'm just saying. That being said, he never did. He worked for his Valve. He created his own company, his own thing. Good for him. I'm not at all. He's an entrepreneur, and he's done so many things that he deserves. He absolutely does. That being said, I'm not going to be the guy who's going to be there to go, I'm going to lap up anything that he lets out. Look at that. Your stuff's right there. I can't see it, but it's there on my chat. So, I mean, hey. There you are. Let's just put you in timeout. And see what happens. Even though I know what they said doesn't really frickin' matter, but whatever. Oh god, Cloud's... I should have killed Cloud. Wait a minute, here... Oh, I should've... Okay, we're done here. This is not good. We might lose it here. Because I am me and I... Again... Oh, Aerith is dead. Truth is, nobody cares. Thank God for that. Aerith's levels really don't matter. Just saying. Because Aerith is not going to matter at the end of the second disc. Just no spoiler alert here. I mean, he's not going to matter. Just saying. And yeah, I traditionally spend time at this part to level up, because we need to level up. That being said, let's go ahead and call it tonight. So, pardon me. Here I am getting rid of this, and what the hell ever this is, and that, and this. So I know Alucard's got to go to work, and I have to go to bed. So let's go ahead and just call it for the night. So tomorrow I will be on from Wednesday, 9 a.m. to noonish Central Standard Time, and then 1 to 9 we'll continue playing Final Fantasy VII. Looks like Cloud's at 13, Aerith's at 11. I traditionally level up to 20 at this point. I don't think I'm going to do it this time because it's me and I want to make sure we're doing things differently. But anyway, we're not going to level up to 20, is my point. So I'll be back tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. We're going to pick up where we've been off. If you've not done so yet, please follow me. Twitch, Twitter, Kick, Rumble, subscription on YouTube. I would love that so much. I really would. Got a nap earlier. Try for a few. Yeah, you should. You really should go for a few hours more. You really need to, because it's Prime Day and Alucard works for Amazon. Please get some rest, my friend. You're going to need it. Next day or so, you're going to need all the stuff there, and you need it. Oh, what is this? Oh, here I am, yawning. I'm sorry. So, as I said, please follow me. Twitch, Twitter, Kick, Rumble. Subscription on YouTube would be great. Do me a favor and go ahead and hit that like button on Rumble and YouTube. Hit the share. Hit the comment stuff so I can get bigger and better, especially on Rumble right now. Rumble's doing some shit right now where I'm not going to make any money next month at all. Not that, I mean, yeah, I want to make money, but I really do. But I'm doing my best not to burn any bridges here. What can I say? The things Rumble are doing are bullshit, is what I'm saying. Anyway, please do me a favor, hit those buttons. I'd appreciate that so much. I'm trying my best to get bigger and better. And the only way I'm going to get bigger and better is with help from people like yourself. Okay? I cannot stress that enough. I need to get bigger and better. It's going to happen. I'm not asking you to spend any money. I'm just asking for your support. That's all it is. Just hit those buttons. It'd be great. Chaos starts tomorrow. Alucard's correct. At Amazon. There's going to be Chaos tomorrow at Amazon. But anyway, I'll be back tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. We're going to pick where we're leaving off. We're going to play this. Tomorrow, we're going to do this all day. Thursday afternoon is going to be Borderlands 4. And then we should go back into this. So, please do me a favor and just help me out. Please, please, please. I'm not crying. I'm rubbing my eyes, but I don't want to cry. It's fine. Anyway, I'll see everybody tomorrow, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. Alucard, my friend, get a nap. Please get a nap. You need a nap. And I will see everybody tomorrow. Please take care of yourselves, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great night. I'll see you tomorrow.